Hello, today we're in Oslo, Norway. Here it's full of Norwegian people, and Norwegians, they got all the money, they've got all the oil, and they all drive fancy electric cars. So today they won't get any of my hard-earned Swedish crowns. Well, except for the train ride here and the train ride back home to Sweden in the afternoon. Anyways, today we'll explore Oslo, and we'll only do things that are completely free. But how will we get around? Well, it's a good question. We can't take public transit because it costs money. But I do happen to know that Norwegians, they really do like their cross-country skiing, so we'll ski. Although it is currently September, so there's no snow here. In other words, we will roller ski. But what can one do for free during a day in Oslo? Well, join me as we explore Oslo and try only free activities. Together we'll visit a park with some rather interesting art pieces, have a bath, ski along the harbour promenade and up the opera house, as well as some other stuff. Let's get going. So our method of transportation for today, roller skis. A bit unstable because I haven't roller skied for over a year. But this is how Norwegians get around. Currently on our way towards a place called Ekebergsparken. Nice park up here on the hill. There we should get pretty nice views over downtown Oslo. There's also a lot of art to look at. It's a good first stop of this Oslo day. This road right here, not very skiable. But quite soon we should get some very nice views of downtown Oslo. Yeah, the views are completely okay from Ekebergsparken. So, first impressions of Oslo. It looks a lot like Sweden. And when I did my research, I thought this was an asphalt road here, but it's only gravel roads, so I'm carrying the skis. But now let's check out some cool artwork here in the forest. Underwear in the trees. Indeed, underwear in the trees, although these underpants hanging in a Norwegian forest are not actually Norwegian. This is an installation made by a Swiss artist. And so is this arguably better art installation as well, compared to the underwear in the trees back there. This one is actually kind of cool. It's kind of pretty. These two art creations were made by Swiss artist Pippilotti Rist, and now you know that. Alright, so underwear hanging from the trees and other things hanging from the treetops. Kinda wanna come back here after dark and see it all lit up. Now though, up ahead here, I see something very large and very yellow. So I'm guessing that probably none of you guys can guess the name of this art piece back here. Probably, unless you're very much into football, because it is of course a deep cream Maradona. And that's enough art for now, I would say. Yes, it's enough art. All right, going downhill is a bit sketchy on these skis. Tack. So going uphill, or as we are doing now, on flat ground, does feel quite a bit more safe while roller skiing. Anyways, next stop on our spend no money in Oslo to-do list, let's take a bath in the ocean. There's a bunch of locations for swimming in Oslo. Today we'll visit Sørenge Sjöbad. Alright, so this seems as good as any place for a swim in the Oslo Harbour, Oslo Fjord. Will be quite nice. I'm kind of warm from all the roller skiing. And I guess this water will be kind of cold, so it'll give us a chance to cool down before we roller ski some more. Will it be cold in the ocean? Well, we're about to find out. Actually, really refreshing. Highly recommend it if you're in Oslo in the summer, and it's completely free. That's the best part. Alright, so now we're going to check out the Oslo Harbour Promenade. It's a walking path, biking path, or roller skiing path that goes along the ocean front here in Oslo. It goes past a lot of nice tourist attractions, and it's completely free, which is great. It's marked by these orange containers, much like this one right here. This is number 12. And on these containers you'll see some history and some information about what used to be in this area. This area right here used to be part of the container port. Now though, let's roller ski the harbour promenade. Being a total of 9 kilometers, the promenade is long, but today we'll only ski from Sørenge to the opera house, which is a distance of about 1 kilometer. Not the most roller skiing friendly bridge back there. Anyways, behind me here you have the Munch Museum. In there you can see the very famous painting, The Scream, Skriet, as well as a bunch of other paintings too, I'm sure. If you don't want to give the Norwegians any money, you can enter for free on Wednesdays after 6 p.m, but not during July or August. Today's a Saturday, so we're not gonna go in there. But if you're in Oslo, not in July or August, on a Wednesday after 6 p.m, you can go in there for free. Yes, visit the museum on a Wednesday and give no money whatsoever to the Norwegians. Anyways, next up, Opera House. So now we're at the Oslo Opera House, which is very bright and very white. I should have brought my sunglasses here today. It's good weather. Here you can walk, bike, or in our case, roller ski, up on the roof of the Opera House. So I think we should try that out. That sounds pretty cool. For the fourth free activity of the day, let's make our way to the top of the Oslo Opera House. It's a relatively short climb up there. Yeah! And during this short climb, one can enjoy views of the Oslo fjord. Ooh! We made it up here. Let's check out the view. It's a roof over there. So that's not the top of the Opera House, although it's not very long left now. We'll just ski past a few more tourists, and just like that, we're at the top. We made it up to the top of the Oslo Opera House. It's kind of cool here. You can walk or ski on the roof, and back there you have a nice city view, and then on this side you have the harbor and the ocean. Well, I have to give it to the Norwegians. That's actually kind of cool. Definitely a top attraction in Oslo. But how does one get down from here while roller skiing? Don't know about going down though. That looks quite steep. Well, from side to side and very slowly. This is most definitely completely normal. The Norwegians ski down here every day. Alright, we made it up. We made it down. We did not end up in the ocean. That's pretty much a success, I would say. This is a very nice opera house, much better than the one in Gothenburg. The opera house in Stockholm though, well, I wanted to compare them, seeing as they are 110 years apart. But I like how this is so accessible to the public. This is the first time I've been on the roof of an opera house, especially with the roller skis on. For not actually attending an opera, we've now spent an awful long time at the Opera House. Let's do something else. We have now left the oceanfront, the harbour promenade behind, and run away towards an old fortress, which, if I understood correctly, is completely free to enter, which very much suits us today. So I think this should be free to enter. It was free to enter. Akerhus Fortress, built in the year 1300, or a long time ago anyways. It's free to enter inside this courtyard, but if you want to actually go inside the buildings back here, like that one and the building back there, you have to pay for a ticket, which we will not do. No money for the Norwegians. For exactly 0 Norwegian crowns, we get nice views of the harbor. We can sit down and relax on a not too uncomfortable bench, and we get nice views of the Oslo City Hall. The City Hall is also free to enter, so there you have another completely free activity to do in Oslo. Let's get back to some skiing along the tram tracks, which doesn't really feel that safe, so let's leave the tram tracks. Instead, we'll go slalom between some Norwegians, build up some more speed in this downhill section, and ski past the Oslo City Hall, which was built between 1931 and 1950. It took a bit longer, seeing as the building plans were interrupted by a war, the Second World War. We now cross a road, and just like that we have reached a castle. Now we're here at the King's Castle in Oslo. The question then is, of course, does the King of Norway cross-country ski? Well, at least he did. Not sure if it does anymore though. Finished in 1848, the castle is surrounded by a nice park. Guided tours are available, but it's not something I would partake in, as money then have to be given to Norwegians. Now let's just ski a little bit further. So a bit lost, honestly. We were on our way towards Frognerparken, which is a nice park way up here with some free artwork to look at. But we got a bit lost, took a few wrong turns here, not quite sure where we are. Very fancy neighborhood though. And in less than 1 hour, our train back for Sweden leaves from the central station. I have to catch it on time. I don't want to get stuck here in Norway. That would suck. Anyways, it's been quite a successful day though. Haven't given any money to the Norwegians, and we've done a lot of things. Now though I have to get safely back to the station, a lot downhill here. To you guys though, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Hey, pues!